We consider volunteers as the heartbeat of our organization.
Good boy, good boy.
Volunteers fill myriad roles with Tales of Valor, the nonprofit organization that trains dogs for and with veterans and first responders who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and other issues resulting from their service.
We have a very active, wonderful group of volunteers with our organizations over the last 12 years this year. Now, of course, our organization has puppies, so you gotta love puppies.
On this day, volunteers who serve as sitters for Tales of Valor's puppies get together for a training session in a home setting outside the kennel.
Harton's gonna do a task called Get It, Bring It, Drop It, and that eventually evolves into getting a bag off a counter or medication of a bottle so that they can then bring it to their veteran.
A raiser takes a puppy when they're 8 weeks old and is responsible for them every day.
A raiser provides a home for the dog after training at Tales of Valor during the day.
And you bring them back and forth to school just like you're dropping them off at kindergarten. Then when they get to be about 4 months old, I guess, that's when they move into the sitter phase. And then that's when they stay at the kennel, full-time kind of boarding school, and then they'll go home on the weekends with the sitter.
Like most sitters, Bridget and Patty alternate sitting for 11-month-old Connie, a Labradoodle in training. 1 week the dog goes to Bridget's, and the next week to Patty's home. Alternating sitters helps prevent the puppy from getting too attached to their temporary caregivers, and vice versa. Bridget, however, has also served as a raiser with a special connection to Connie.
I had Connie as a puppy, and that is because we, as a family, when my father passed, he was a Navy veteran, and we raised funds to name Connie after Commander Connell Gallagher. So, you know, it's an honor that his name kind of lives on as a legacy. And actually all of our dogs are named after veterans who have passed.
Artie.
Each dog, graced with a departed veteran's name, trains for up to 2 years, which includes training with their forever person. Together, they must pass muster to graduate as a team.
We train our puppies every day in school, Monday through Friday, and our volunteers come in and provide that life at home that you can't really get in a school setting. What they really do is they help us by reinforcing what we teach them in school.
Tales of Valor qualifies each raiser and sitter prior to releasing a dog to their care.
In order to be a sitter, we need to do the training, and that takes about 6-8 hours of training before we can take a dog with us.
In addition to housing a dog, sitters take the canine wherever they go, which is something the dog will eventually have to do with its forever person.
I would take him shopping, you can take him to church, you can take him to social events.
Chuck and Sue Griffithon volunteer as sitters, but Chuck also became a recipient when he was paired with JT, who returned to the organization after his original owner had died. Now JT helps Chuck de-stress from years as a nurse in a hospital cardiac intensive care unit.
JT is 10 years old. I've had him for 5 years. He is a Black Lab, Great Dane, and Mastiff.
Harton! Good boy! Connie, let's go!
These volunteers play a pivotal role in the socialization of the puppy, which is so important to their development.
And it's our job to reinforce the training that they had prior in the week and to socialize the dogs, to take them out into the public, whether it's into a gym, a hospital, a restaurant, and any place that a person would normally go.
This dog never stays in our house alone. No matter where we go, we take him.
Joe Fady, a veteran whose service dog died, needed something to fill the void.
Post.
Now, he and his wife Kathy volunteer as sitters for Tales of Valor. Today, they're caring for Artie, a feisty caramel-colored Labradoodle.
When we return the dog on a Monday, we actually have a report that we have to fill out of everything that the dog has gone through, the surfaces it's walked on, the sounds it was exposed to, the smells it was exposed to, vehicles, whatever.
Tales of Valor provides the sitters and raisers with all the food and supplies they'll need to properly care for the dog.
We have 60 active volunteers. Not all of them are sitters or raisers. We have a lot of event volunteers, committee volunteers.
Each dog in the program has a distinct personality, but every dog is nurtured and trained with love and accountability so that they and their forever person will become a successful team.
We have graduated 73 working teams, and this year we placed our first community canine.
The one question these volunteers invariably get asked is, how do you ever part with a puppy?
When you see them with their forever person and you see the difference that they're making in their day-to-day life, it's just heartwarming and you're so proud. It's like you're releasing them out into the world.
I